Hello students, welcome in this online session of your education where I will make you understand the theories related to your textbook and also will see the story which was delivered by the great personality and on his own life academy. So apart from that, if you talk about today's, we all are sitting at home and we all are enjoying our like the days which are vacation days. Actually, it is not the vacation days. Here we need to say that we are actually supporting the nation by sitting at home and by maintaining the social distancing. So you should also maintain that same thing and also make other aware that what is the real meaning of social distancing and how to keep the health clean and health very wealthy also. So apart from that, today's lecture is depending on the part 2, that is the sound of music, the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. You can also add a very respectful tag to his name, Ustad Bismillah Khan. Now, as I have said you in the earlier lecture also, that how Ustad used to play or how Ustad used to addict himself towards the Shehnai. Now, the Shehnai is also drawn behind me. If you have not seen Shehnai, you can also see this is the Shehnai. This is one of the musical instrument which is most often used in the wedding ceremonies or in the stage functions, or we can say that in the South Indian temples. Now the thing which I have made you understand in the previous lecture is that how, in which grade and category Ustad used to become addicted person, addicted boy, addicted child towards the Shehnai or the tune of Shehnai. In this lecture we will take that theory more forward and will today see the life journey of the Ustad Bismillah Khan, because before knowing his fame, we should know that what was he when he was 5-year-old boy, as he was living in his childhood. So we need to focus on that also. And also one thing I would like to share with you is that think the Shehnai and the first thing imagination is coming in your memory. First thing is coming, see, will you imagine in your probability of the imagination, that is wedding ceremonies, similar occasions or any fairs and festivals. Likewise, I said you that in the festival or in the ceremony or in the temple of South Indian temple, especially this Shehnai is played out. So somehow we need to take this lesson more forward. So I give you the detailed inspection who was Ustad Bismillah Khan, and I also made you to understand that how was his theory regarding the Shehnai. Now let's get back in the flashback. Means what was his life when he used to play Gilli Danda, when he used to play his own cricket match, not the cricket match but the match related to the Gilli Danda, when he used to be a small child at the 5-year-old here. So we can say that at the age of 5 years, Ustad Bismillah Khan played Gilli Danda near his home. Obviously we all play in the smaller days, in a childhood days here. So here, and he also used to somehow go and sit with the Chaitanyas and Viharas in the temple and listen the prayers. So meanwhile what happened, there is a change coming in Ustad here. What was the change? You can focus in your textbook here that and in the ancient time we can say that when he was playing Gilli Danda, he was somehow focused on the different method of the technology, means on the different method of the technique to play the Shehnai. And what happened? Near a pond in the ancient estate of the Durmar, that is the place there in the Bihar, he was playing. And when he was playing, he was also thinking to do something more greater and better. But he didn't meant, or we can say that he has not met any person who can give a right direction to his life. So now here, he would regularly go to nearby the Biharji temple in the Bihar. Now why he went there? To sing the Bhojpuri bhajans, or we can say Chaitanyas at that time. So at the end of which he would earn a big laddu. Obviously there is a reward. To earn the big laddu of 1.25 kg, it's very big enough. So when you offer anything to a boy or a girl and you will say that sing the prayer, obviously he and she will daily come. At least he is getting that laddu, so he will sit there and sing the prayer. So in which he would earn a big laddu, and a prize was also given from the local Maharaja, or we can say from the local authoritative person. This happened and he was somehow inspired towards the music. So after getting the inspiration towards the music, what happened here? He was inspired towards the music, and then laterally, when 80 years, we can say that if we talk about the 80 years ago, and the little boy has traveled so far that today he is known as Ustad Bismillah Khan. If we talk about the today's history, and if we talk about the 80 years ago's history, that he earned the highest civilian award, and also in the India related to the Bharat Ratna, means the award like Bharat Ratna. Not only the Bharat Ratna, many more examples of the awards were named on the name of Sultan, on the name of Ustad Bismillah Khan. Why? Because he was one of the pioneer of the Shehnai Vadak, Shehnai maestro. He was a proper person who was dealing with the Shehnai and the tune of the Shehnai, where you can see this all examples written on the board here. So now if we talk about his own life journey, starting with the 21 March. If we talk about, see my dear students, the detailed information which is given, the textbook is regarding with his own life history, so you need to remember that here. Born on 21st March 1916, you need to remember that date, that is 21 March 1916. Bismillah belongs to a family well known to the music from Bihar. Okay, he was well known for the Bihar's music, and his grandfather Rasul Baks, remember this name? His grandfather Rasul Baks Khan was also one of the person who delivered or who gave his life towards the music. So he was also inspired by him. Now he was the one of the Shehnai Nawaz Vadak also, like he was also somehow playing the music of Shehnai, and was also a Shehnai Vadak, or we can say Shehnai Nawaz of the Bhojpur, that's in the Bihar. Related to the Bhojpur King's court, he was playing here. So his father Pigambar, remember the name? His father Pigambar Baks and the other parental ancestors were also related with the same profession. As we know that, also they were the great Shehnai players. Father, grandfather, uncle, everybody is related with the Shehnai player. Why should not our Ustad Bismillah Khan should not turn towards the music? There is no reason to hate the music. Actually, he was getting the environment of the music at that time. Means he was somehow located in the center of the music, because everywhere all the ancestors, his parents, his father, or we can say his uncle, everybody were somehow related with this kinds of music as well. He was also related with that here. So Ustad himself now went towards the music player. Now say student, one thing we need to understand here, that whenever you are actually learning any kind of music, or when you are learning any kind of instrument, the most basic thing is that which you need to understand is that patience. If you will not have any kind of patience, the music or whatever you are going to try to do will be somehow not possible. It will not possible to conquer here. So the young boy took the music very early in the life, means when he was a small child. As we go more further, as the age of 3, when his mother took him to the maternal uncle's home, Mamaji's home, what happened here? In the Banaras, he attached himself towards him to learn the music. And later here, Bismillah was fascinated watching his uncle practicing the music of Shehnai. Soon Bismillah also started to accompany him, means to give support him in the music ceremonies. Started to accompany him. Ali Baksh, now you should remember the name. Ali Baksh played the music in the Vishnu temple Banaras, where the Baksh was employed to play the music daily there. So Ali Baksh was daily playing the music in the temple of Banaras as the ritual related to the god, and he was employed to here. Ali Baksh would play the Shehnai, and Bismillah would sit captive for hours and hours to see the end of the show. Captive means without any movement. He was sitting there to the end of the show to watch his uncle, how nicely he is playing the music and how nicely he is delivering all his message and aesthetic feeling from the music. So whenever you love any kind of thing, you are addicted and you are not getting bored towards that kind of thing. You are interested to see that kind of thing, and you are also addicted to learn that kind of thing. Same thing was happening with the Ustad Bismillah Khan. After that, for years to come, temple at the Balaji, Mangala temple, if we talk about Mangala Maya, and bank of the river Ganga became the youngest appreciative festival or the favorite place for this person, and he learned the music there only. Favorite haunts where also he could practice the solitude. He went near the Ganga river and always he was somehow learning the music from the sound of Ganga. Means he was inspired by the sound of Ganga. And latterly, the flowing river water Ganga inspired him, as I have said you, to invent the ragas that were earlier considered to be the beyond of the range of the music. Means he also considered most of the ragas and most of the contribution towards the music related to Shehnai here. So here he practiced his own solitude, he was practicing his own nature of the behavior, and latterly that were somehow earlierly considered his ragas to the beyond the music of the imagination at the Shehnai. And now also that kind of ragas, that kind of rags are taken, including this Shehnai Vadak, when they are somehow played, when they are playing their music on this Shehnai. They also use this kind of lay, tal and sur, and also the rhythm. That's how he gave a great contribution towards the music here. Now at the age of 14, Bismillah Khan accompanied his uncle. Means now at the age of 14, he is accompanying his uncle, he is playing with his uncle in the Allahabad Music Conference, and at the end of the recital, Ustad Fayaz Khan pated. He was also one of the pioneer of that time of that time of year. He pated means he just made the hand on Ustad and he said, this boy will do a magic in the upcoming time. He will become a very great person. So what he said here, he said, work hard, you will all somehow make it. And with the opening of the All India Radio, Ustad got the first break inside the All India Radio music. What happened here? See, after that he worked hard when he was impressed, and he was somehow we can say that he was somehow focused on the music only, because he was inspired. See, if somebody is patting us on our back and saying, beta, well done, try for that, obviously you are going to become very energetic. There will be a very high blood flow inside you, and you will feel that yes, I can do that. That is actually known as the motivation and inspiration also. So the same thing was done. As he worked hard, he got his first break in the Lucknow 1938, when Bismillah came to his first break with the All India Radio. On the radio, he needed to play the music. So what happened here? He soon became an often heard Shehnai player on that radio. बहुत ज़्यादा चर्चित में आ गया. He was like famous. And everybody used to recall his name, everybody used to ask about him, everybody used to listen his music to hear. So this is the example which I am actually trying to make you understand about the Ustad Bismillah Khan. So my dear student, at the age of 15, as I said you, he became a very pioneer of the music here, and in the 1938 he got his first break to the All India Radio. And literally what happened when the India gained independence on 15th August 1947. Remember the days, 15th August 1957, Ustad became the first Indian to greet the nation with his Shehnai, and he proudly poured his heart into the ragas, and also ragas like Raga Kafi and other rags, and he played the tune at the Red Fort when the first time the flag was about to hoist on the Red Fort here. So an audience which included like Mahatma Gandhi was sitting in the pavilion, or we can included Mahatma Gandhi, then Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and other who gave him the famous tag of the name of Ustad, and furthermore they also gave him the famous Tryst with the Destiny speech. When he was somehow relating his music, they also appreciated him, where he was also getting the tag of Ustad, that this person is not a common person. This Ustad is not a common person. He is a very unique, a genuine person who is actually playing and generating some of the rags like Rag Kafi. And he was one of the person who was also relating his theories with the music here. So what happened here? Now Bismillah was somehow organized person. He was a person whom everybody needed for a demand. So he was actually getting a speech of the related with the Mahatma Gandhi and Nehru, which was also related with the trust with the destiny, means the hard work with the destiny here. So Bismillah Khan was a personality who worked hard. In the life, there is only two things which I believe, my dear students. Only two things. One thing is that hard work. One is the hard work, and second thing is the patience. You need to get the patience. Obviously, you are gonna do it. but just you need to keep the hard work and the patience. So now here Bismillah Khan gave many memorable performance, both we can say in the India and abroad too. Here his first trip abroad was Afghanistan, where we can say king was impressed. I'll say the name of the king. The king Zahir Shah was so taken by his music that he was so taken by his maestro of the music that he gifted him a priceless gift. What was that? That was a Persian carpet, and there was a Persian carpet with the other souvenirs, also attachment with the other gifts. Fascinated Bismillah Khan's music, and he said this person is marvelous person. He's a gratitude getting person. He's a person who is holding actually the Saraswati inside him, the music inside him, and he is the person who is making my mind blow. So therefore, fascinated with this, film director also came out. Vijay Bhatt was also so impressed that after hearing the music tune of Ustad Bismillah Khan, he made him to give a break in his film, and he played the festival film also somehow, and which was also named on the Bollywood name. So my dear student, one thing we need to understand, whenever you are trying to understand or learn any kind of theory, you need to understand that the music theory of the any kind of thing can be somehow related with your own hard work. But first of all, you need to do the hard work and the patience here. So he, like Bismillah Khan, was now working with the big kind of personalities and the big people, and also he was trying to work with the world personality also. He himself became the world personality, or he himself became like the world great persons in the category of the musicians. So laterly, after after the movies and many more play, he was also playing on the international stage here. So after the instrumental called Goonj Uthi Shehnai, that is the movie name. When we can say that when a film director is offering him movie music, he was working with him also. He worked with him, and what is the name there? Goonj Uthi Shehnai. The film was hit. The blockbuster was like it was flying in the air, and everything was very great enough. So here, and the another Bismillah Khan composition was somehow also taken out here. Another means once again the Bismillah was used. Bismillah Khan was used his music to give inside the Bollywood theory of the music, Bollywood film media too here. So दिल का खिलौना टूट गया, ये भी एक पिक्चर है जिसमें उन्होंने अपना म्यूजिक दिया है. साथ साथ ही turned out with a nationwide chat busted, उनकी बातें होने लगी इधर उधर, and despite of that huge success was somehow getting inside the way of Ustad Bismillah Khan. Now he was working over the way of success. Everybody needed a demand for that. So Bismillah Khan ventures the film were somehow limited 2 or 3 only. बहुत कम ही फिल्म में काम किया है, but जिसमें भी किया है, that is just like marvelous film. So what he says that he says that working with this kinds of personality is actually working with the very great kind of the time, getting a great fame. So that's how we can say Ustad Bismillah Khan left his life. So my dear students, this lecture is still here only. Other part of this lecture we'll study in some other days and with the other lectural theory also. Till then you can keep quiet, and also you can somehow revise your chapter and go with the lecture. The word meanings, the hard word which you have not understood is given on the textbook page side by side, so you can go through with that also. And we'll meet in the lecture part 4. This was part 3, and we'll meet in the part 4 where I'll take you to the more famous lifestyle of the Ustad Bismillah Khan. Till then you can keep care and take care of yourself, others also, and don't forget to revise the lesson.